wide angle then. So
Okay. I have already split it, created 3 nuke last week, but 3 of my hives are still very strong and want to swarm. They have created already capped queen cells. That means they are getting ready to swarm, and I'm trying to prevent that, because when they swarm, I lose half of the bees. Therefore, I'm going to split it evenly, give them more room, take the queen out, and put some more honey supers on. I just use pine straws. They're free, instead of buying a smoker starter. They actually sell them. Well, sometimes I get lucky, it starts on the first try, and sometimes I have to try a couple times. I have some bees hanging around. I always have one that follows me around. Today they're all very docile. This is the one, was a nuke. Survived through the winter very well. So it was a large, so it was very strong, so I put them in a 8-frame box. The nuke is 5-frame box. And I think my smoker is good. So I put these up also last week. And they're heavy. They're already collecting honey for the season. And this one is the one that I have captured. Well, I put the queen in a, see that all the bees, worker bees, are trying to feed her. I want to see if I could get a good. So bees, worker bees could go in and out, but the queen can get out. These, well, they're surrounding, and they're upset with me right now because I'm gonna take this and put it in a new box. I'm gonna go ahead and set it up over here. Oh, can you hear the Bernadette calling out? So I'm gonna split evenly, full frames to full frame, and these have some honey from earlier. I'm gonna put, and I do what we call it zigzag, not zigzag, every other frames. So the frame's gonna go in there, and these frames gonna go into here. So, and what they did is really they collect a lot of honey and put it in this deep box instead of her laying eggs. Actually, they're really good. So this one has the queen cell. I don't know if you can see that. That's already capped. That means she's gonna come out. They're gonna release her probably. I don't know when it was capped. It was probably. It hasn't been 8 days. There's one, and then there's another one on this side. This big one is a queen cell. Because I checked this about 5 days ago. So, and I didn't see that. I want to check. So I'm going to leave that one here because I'm going to move the queen to another, because she will continue to try to, once the hive decide they're going to swarm, they're going to continue to create queen cells to leave, and they just have a lot of honey, and not, so she's already stopped laying eggs, because this is all honey until the queen gets released out of the cell, and it will take her a few days for her to get big to eat, and then she will take her mating flight, and she'll be out several days, and she will try to mate with drones as many as she can, and she'll come back. It will take her another week or so before she starts laying eggs. I'm gonna take the queen, and this has 2 queen cells capped. They're capped, and they're probably gonna be this pollen in this one, so I'm gonna take it over here. And before I do it, I'm gonna leave it right on here. I gotta close up the other one. You could hear them buzzing loudly because they know the queen is not here yet. So they have 2 capped cells and queen cells in there. So whoever comes out first comes out of the cell will kill the other queen. Any cells that's there, or if they come out at the same day, they will sting. The queen is the only honeybee that can sting multiple times, and she will not die after she stings, because the honeybees, ones that sting you, they die. I'm going to release her, but I want to make sure she doesn't fly away. So gonna pull out one of the frames. Can you see? She's right in there. She went in. She went in there. She went into the bottom. So all these bees will. She fell to the bottom, but she will make it. And the metal piece is called queen excluder. It will, as it word says, excludes the queen from coming up to the honey super. So she just stays down in the bottom frames. And I have some just wax frame that's just the wax, and then they will draw out with the wax and make honeycomb. So I have to put them every other one, so it gives them a spatial to copy. And so this is plenty room, so she should not feel that she needs to swarm. I mean, she doesn't make the decision, actually. The hive makes the decision. So, but the hive should. But I will check in a week, and if they have queen cells at the bottom again, then I will do this again until, because it's really hard to make up 4 weeks, especially when you're trying to collect. You want to have honey. Some of these bees are stuck. Okay, go on. Free yourself. Right here. Go through. Yeah. There you go. Okay. There's some other ones in this side too, stuck. Alright. Okay, go through. So, see, they're all going in there because queen is in, and they know. This one, I know I have a queen in there, so I will put a brick on top. Oh my goodness. A lot of critters. Vertical, that means this, I know there's a queen in here. This is my system. So that I know next time I come check, I need to look for signs of queen. I don't necessarily have to see the queen. I just need to see signs. That means eggs, young larvae, various stages of it. Then I know the queen has released. But it's going to take, like I say, it's going to take like 3-4 weeks. Well, at least about 2 weeks before she could lay eggs. When she gets really mated, might even not be longer. And this one was they're still growing out, but starting to put some honey in it. Oh, they got some honey. So this was only had a foundation a week ago. But look, they're very, very productive hive. So, okay, ladies, thank you. Yeah, this one had queen cell also. So I need to split so it won't swarm. I mean, it's a good thing because they're healthy and strong, but like I said, when they swarm, I lose about half of my bees. So drones takes up a lot of energy, but we do need a drone for the, because they're gonna go mate with the queens. And once they mate with queen, they die. But the ones that don't mate with queen, they come back to the hive, and they don't work. They don't bring nectar. They don't produce wax. They don't bring pollen, and they can't even feed themselves. The honeybees, worker bees, feed them. So in the fall, when there's no preparing for the winter, any leftover drones, the worker bees will kick them out of the hive. I'm looking for any queen cells, and I'm looking for the queen. So, yeah, I'm sorry, ladies. I know I'm interrupting your household, rearranging and all that, but thank you. I appreciate your work, I know. I'm sorry, but it's a must. I have to. All right, back to, most of them are very, very gentle. Oh, that's beautiful. That is, queen has laid really good job. So that every frame in here just about have brood on it, which is the way it should be. Well, I was hoping to see queen, but she's not cooperating today. Well, I saw her earlier. I'm just double checking for queen cells. So I might not split this one, and I might just gonna give them some more room for honey. So I'm gonna write another honey super. Wow, see, I did not see her, but instead of keep looking for her, which I could damage her, they don't have queen cell. So that means for now they're happy. See, they got some cubs, but there's no egg in it. It's empty. So I am gonna close them because, yeah, this is what I call it, uber hive. They're collecting honey already, lots of honey. This is gonna be my most productive hive. Tell, as long as they decided not to swarm. So next week I will check on them, and if they have queen cell, I will split it. This has a lot of queen cells. Cap. I'm going to show you. All the queen cells are in one frame. That means, and they have all these frames are filled with honey, so they're a little honey bound a bit. And I cut out some queen kept queen cells earlier. So she stopped laying a week ago because all these were empty frames I put in about a week ago, and they have filled it with honey, every one of them. This is beautiful queen cell, and this one is not capped yet, but I don't think there's larvae in there. So when they're ready, the worker bees will cut the top off so she could get out. And like I said, whoever gets out first. So when I have so many queen cells all in one frame, and I cut out some that was on the body earlier. I cut out one here, and I cut out several that was on. Yeah, there's one. So when they do that when they put queen cells on a frame instead of just the bottom, that means there's no queen. That called superseding. So something happened to the queen. It may be that when I split, it may have gone with another but I checked them, I didn't see the queen. So either that or she was damaged, got hurt, probably by me. It's possible. It's one of those things where. So we will just put this back. And since there's no queen, I'm going to put it here. Okay.